2024 was the whoop, baby. You just came in and started me every which way but loose. I'm gonna be engaged by the end of the year. I'm gonna be dating engaged by the end of the year. I'm consistently inconsistent. I need to take time to enjoy life. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Miss Black Beauty, whatever you want to call me, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I've done a video. I've missed you guys, and I just wanted to come on here, as you can see by the title, and do some life updates just to check in, let you know what's been going on, where I've been, and just to get back on track with this posting and content and YouTube channel stuff. Okay, so the last time that you probably remember was I had just been terminated from my full-time employment, and I was trying to navigate just the ups and downs of trying to find a job and just that transition, trusting God in that process, but also entrepreneurship, and just still trying to make sure that I'm living life and not sinking into depression for losing my job. So y'all, it's been a lot going on in the last 6 months because it is June, and the last time I really posted anything was right before the new year, and I'm truly embarrassed. Let me tell you, I'm truly embarrassed because I was finna run with this content creation thing, run with YouTube, and just really try to get into my content. I had the free time to do it at that moment, and it's like, okay, why not, right? But I had a lot of changes to come up since the turn of the year. I say a lot of changes, but some big changes that had turned up at the start of the year, and it just really threw me off track, and I was just trying to find the time to get started again. So let's just rewind. Let's go back to 2024. Let's do a quick little recap of just how things have went from the last time I posted to now, or up until the new year. So of course I was looking for a job. Y'all knew I was looking for a job. I was just trying to navigate just the season of just not having a job right now, all those things. And I was really trying to get into my content again. I was getting a lot of gigs. I don't think I ever really told people that I am a photographer. I don't know. I feel like I've maybe mentioned it in like a vlog or something like that, or a vlog that may have not ever gotten posted. But I am a photographer, and I have a business in that field. So I was doing some photography gigs just to try to make a little money, running some specials. So I had a lot of gigs come up right like back to back, and I was trying to get them in before Christmas because people were really needing those last minute shots and have birthday photos, you know, different little things like that. So it was just a lot going on in that. But then also I was going on interviews. I had 3 interviews, y'all. So let's just go back because I'm going into the new year. So Christmas was interesting. I thought it was gonna be bad because, you know, I can't give. I love giving on Christmas. Christmas is my favorite holiday, and I was just feeling really down that, you know, this Christmas is not gonna be fun. This Christmas is gonna be this, but it turned out to be a very memorable, very nice Christmas. I got a little spat with my family, but I guess, you know, I could, looking back at it, I can understand like there's some frustration, but then I also feel like you know, to me, you know, I'm working through that. I'm working through like the emotionalness, but also, you know, I can't control what other people do, but I can control how I respond and react and things like that. And it's not that they were just being rude, but it was just, you know, it was just a very sensitive time, I feel like, for both of us. So it was just a little spat, and I was just like, this is just horrible, you know, I don't know. And I was vlogging that day, and I just never really picked up the camera because I just really didn't feel like it anymore. I was in a bad mood. But Christmas, I did get pictures and stuff of Christmas, but everybody was just looking crazy. I said I'm not about to put my family out there looking like that, but Christmas was really, really great. I had a really good friend of mine to really bless me and my family for Christmas, and it was really, really, it just made it even more special. It was a very thoughtful gift, so I was really, really appreciative of that. And then come onto the new year, well, I was able to do my Friendsmas. We did Friendsmas. If y'all watch my channel, me and my friends do Friendsmas every year. It's just an annual tradition that we try to do. This year we got like a nice little hotel. We stayed local. We did like a staycation. We got this nice little hotel area, and it was like a little cottage looking thing. And we ate, and then we came back to the room, and we just had a good time, just talking, playing games, and just having a really good time. It was very needed for just the space I was in, but it was also just just something that we needed to do as friends. We were all going through our own little things. It was just rough. It was just a rough year. 2024 was very different, very strange. It was just, but it wasn't like bad. Like me, I took some leaps. I'm like, I don't have any money, but I'm going to concerts. I'm doing things. So it was just a very trying but growing season, and I really, really thank God that He allowed me to go through that, because it really helped my perspective and just helped me to change my life. But just to see, life is limited, life is short. First of all, get yourself together, but also you can still enjoy life. Like, I need to take time to enjoy life, and so, and then not to even put my all into a job, and to make sure that I always have plan, make sure that I'm putting myself first in that. So I think 2024 was just a very pivotal year. I was doing things, but this year was just really like a lot. It was a lot going on, like a lot of challenges, a lot of things. And I was just like, I don't know what happened. Like 2024 was baby, what happened? Like, baby, you just came in and started me every which way but loose. But I'm still very grateful. Like, I'm still grateful for that season. So getting into 2025, me and my friend Jasmine, we did a vision board night. We did vision boards. We watched movies or something. I don't think we watched movies, but I think we listened to music. Like, we just had a good time, and everything like that. And I still didn't finish my vision board because that's how busy I was. But as soon as the new year started, I actually had some job interviews lined up. I had like 3 job interviews. 2 job interviews, but it was for like 3 jobs, if that makes sense. So I had one this day, one that day. And y'all, it was just like a lot. I was overwhelmed. And then the job called me the next day, and they offered me the job. It wasn't the job that I really wanted, but I knew that I was waiting on the response, and I just knew like I needed something soon because I was running out of extra money. So I was like, I have to take this job. So I went ahead and took it. I was like, God, I prayed about it. It is really, really funny because this particular job, they told me that I would be coming to like tour. He didn't really say it was an interview. I thought it was a tour, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to dress up like I'm going to an interview. And they were going to send me an invite so that I can do the calendar invite and all this stuff. They never done that. So I was like, well, maybe I'm not going to come because it was just a tour. They didn't schedule anything. And so anyway, I just said I'm going to show up anyway at the time that they told me to show up, and I'm going to be dressed like I'm going to have an interview. And sure enough, it was an interview. A lot of the job was a little similar to what I was doing before. It's in person. It was an in-person job. It was totally different. I'm a social worker, but it wasn't like the same thing. But it's like some of the things they were asking of me, I kind of had familiarity from my other job. So that was kind of comfortable. Anyway, the next day they offered me the job. I asked them to give me a chance to let me think about it, And she told me about all the little options and stuff like that, the HR person. And I was really trying to buy these other places time to hire me. And of course, I didn't have time to wait because I didn't want to leave them hanging. So I went ahead and accepted the job. So I'm officially employed as of right now. I'm employed full time, y'all. But the thing is with that, I was really, really sad because I was just really kind of enjoying the freedom of making my own choices, not having me tied down to a 9 to 5, not having to clock into somebody's clock. I could edit all day. I can sleep until whatever time I wanted to and still get work done and still have a chance to be free. And when I got the job, I was like, oh, like I was sad, but then I was also like happy because I knew I needed the income and I knew something was coming. But I'm like, the freedom of just having my own and just having the flex. It's not even about just being able to have my own. It's just I need flexibility. And I don't have flexibility in a 9 to 5. And it's very limited. I can't be creatively expressive as much. It's like I have to listen to what the man says. And I just didn't want to be in that place. And I was just believing that God was going to do something different. But this is what he was doing in this particular season. So I'm not going to say I slipped into a deeper depression, but I feel like I'm constantly always depressed, but not trying to claim that, but I'm always kind of down, but I'm trying to change my perspective now. But I was just kind of sad because I was going into that transition and I'm like, well, how am I supposed, like, I really was like, how am I supposed to keep my business going? Like, how am I supposed to do this? I was just so down about that. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to take it day by day. Like, I know that God has me here for a reason. And the job that I do it's flexible, but not that flexible. Like, it's no problem. I don't have a problem going to work. I don't have a problem, like, it's just long because, like, we don't have a lot to do. And the days that I do have a lot to do, it's a lot. So I'm just like, okay, how can I make this work? Like, how can I make this work best for me? So I started that job right at the end of February. So, not February, but January. So I was able to, and I might be forgetting some things because I did have some notes, y'all, but I can't pull them on my iPad and I'm recording on my phone. So we just trying to work through it. We gonna work through it because content is content. No excuses. We can go based off my memory. So all up here. So I started that job at the end of January. It's basically the last week of January. Basically that weekend was my birthday, so it was like a good birthday gift for me. And I got a chance to go out for my birthday. Me and my girls went to the Cheesecake Factory and we did diamonds and denim. I wish I would have vlogged it. I got some footage and stuff like that. And I put like reels. I did content on like Instagram. So make sure you're following me on Instagram. It's my personal Instagram, but don't follow me on there because that's my personal Instagram. But you can if you want to, if you find me. But that's my personal Instagram. I'm trying to think right now if I'm going to integrate my YouTube Instagram to my personal Instagram and just make it one. But I don't know. I kind of want to keep them separate. But anyway, that's besides the point. So I did content over there and I got like clips and pictures and stuff like that. And of course, I will try to throw some in here as I'm talking. But we had a great time. And so I've just been doing that. So it has been a lot of transition and a lot of feeling down and just trying to see how I can make where my current situation is now work. And I've been at the job. I did my 90 days, so I'm officially official. So I've been enjoying that. I've been, trying to catch up on my bills, trying to catch up on things. And I've been really been doing a lot of stuff in ministry. So if y'all do not know, I am the production team leader at my church, and I lead a small team, but it's a growing team. It's a growing church. So there's a lot of different things that are being asked of me. Plus, I'm also involved in a lot of different things. So I'm also, me and my friend Jasmine, y'all was hear me talk about her a lot. And me and Jasmine, we do a lot of accountability check-ins and all of these things, and we hold each other accountable. We push each other. We have a lot of goals that we're trying to work toward, and we just become really, really good friends over the last couple of years. So we do a lot together, and we are working on a project now that will be soon released soon. And if y'all are following me on socials, y'all might see a couple of teasers on that, so be watching, okay? So me and her have our own thing, and that's a lot, that's a lot that we do. And then with church, like, I feel like it's work, and then church, and then it's us, and then it's myself after that. And my business is not even included in that, because I haven't really been doing a lot of business. Now, I did do a shoot in January. That's a lot of where that time is gone too. I did a shoot in January. I did a couple of shoots here and there. My lens fell in the water, y'all. I had to get another lens. It's just been a lot of little things that just sets you back. And so, like I said, the biggest thing though is really my job. I try to do as much as I can at work. But it's very limited, because I don't know everything I can do. Can I vlog at work? What can I do and what can I not do? And I don't want to sabotage that. But then I also am not at a space where I'm like, I enjoy this job. I like my job. Do I enjoy it? Is it fulfilling for me? So I just been trying to, work on that. Feeling down because, just life really lives. So I've been hit with probably a lot of different things that you can a lot of things that you can imagine. I got sick, y'all, not too long, like after I started working. I don't know what it was. I was feeling fine, and then now I'm not, I wasn't feeling better, and I still have a little bit of issues with that. And I did not go to the doctor because I didn't have my insurance started yet. So I did not want to just deal with that. So I just was like, I'm not feeling deal with that. I got it. But I was feeling a lot better. I was still coughing a lot. I feel like I low-key had COVID, but I don't think it was COVID. But it was very different from when I was sick before. And I don't get sick a lot. And so it just really, really, really bothered me. But we had like small groups. We did fasts. We did all these things, y'all. It's like my time was divided. And then most of the time when we're doing fasts, on Sundays we meet for like prayer and all this stuff. And then it's just a lot that's asked of me in my role as the media team or the production lead. And then, trying to get adjusted to my job, trying to really make my business legit and serious, because I do not want to work a 9 to 5. I don't want that to be my stop. I want to be able to do more. I want to have that flexibility to work for myself, do content, do whatever I need to do. I just feel like from the time that I lost my job and everything, it's just like my eyes have been opened that this is what you really like to do. And I found a community of photographers, so I'm a part of that now. That's something that started this year. So I do that. I'm trying to think of like everything that I'm now involved with. I'm back in therapy now, which has been so helpful to how I'm able to show up now, even on this camera, like how I'm able to speak and how I'm able to not even be so hard on myself. Like, it's the little thing, like showing love to myself. Like, I know I haven't been on the camera in a long time, or in front of the camera in a long time, but I know that I was in a very tough season, so I'm not gonna beat myself up too much about that. But I just really was like, man, like I was doing good with this consistency, and now it's gone, and now I want to come back, and now it's like I gotta redo it, But I'm just praying that as long as I am obedient to what the Lord is telling me, as long as I am intentional, that my channel will flourish. And I know it can flourish, because even with the small amount of videos I get, there's a lot of content that is evergreen, that's constantly getting views. And sometimes I go back and look, and I'm like, you did this. Like, yeah, just imagine if you had the quality and the consistency on all of those things. And it just really just makes me, you know, more optimistic and have more hope. That is just kind of all the things that's been going on from from last year to the start of the year. Like I said, I'm currently working on some projects behind the scenes and all those things. So hopefully I'll be able to like announce those to y'all soon. What's next? What's next for me? What am I doing now? What am I trying to do? Like I said, I'm working on this big project. I call it a big project, but it is really a big project. I'm working on getting my business really legitimized. I'm working on the website. I'm working on all those things. And everything like that. I did want to share something with y'all, like something that I feel like it's big, but I didn't really discuss it throughout the vlog. I don't know if I ever said anything on the other vlogs about this, but so at the start of the year, about a little bit after the start of the year, I was talking to my pastor just about some concerns that I had just about relationships, dating, things like that. And I put my foot in my mouth and was like, maybe I shouldn't just be talking to anybody, you know, like, and he was like, yeah, well, how about that? And he was like, no, just give yourself a little timeline. Give yourself some time to, you know, consult God, just to focus on you and God and things like that. So I took him up on that challenge very slowly. So it was like February. I feel like March is when I really, really tried, but because my goal really, y'all, I was like, I'm going to be engaged by the end of the year. I'm going to be dating engaged by the end of the year. But no, does it look like that's going to happen? I don't know, but God can do anything, so I'm not limiting him. Don't put a timeline on what God's trying to do. So I've been on this break from dating. Even though I can low-key feel like I low-key been dating, I still be looking at people. I'm like, oh, he cute. Like, oh, he fine. Like, oh, this he man of God. But I'm just really trying to refocus myself. So every time I get off, refocus. And it's just some things that God really, 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 really trying to like help me with, and just letting go and just letting God do whatever, like wherever it is, like quit asking if it's this person, quit asking if it's that person. Like he's trying to really, really, really help me to focus truly solely on him, and I have not been doing a good job. So will I extend my time? I think the time's supposed to be ending like July, August. I was gonna give myself till August around that time, but I'm really just gonna probably just not even do this for the rest of the year. But I'm just want to just not be like, that's my priority, is to find a man or meet a man. And it's not even to meet a man, it's just like to step into that season, because God already know who it is. I need to just submit to him so he can reveal whatever. I don't know. I don't want to get too deep into like what God wants for me, because I know that he wants me to prosper, and that's all I know. He wants good for me, you know. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm ready for when that thing comes, because sometimes I sit down and I think, am I really ready for marriage? Like, am I? No. Like, I do not want to share my space. Well, sometimes I'm just very weird and very strange when it comes down to things. And I just feel like, do I really, 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 am I really ready for this commitment? And it's not like I'm scared. It's like, this is a huge commitment. A huge commitment. Like, this person has to see the good, bad, and ugly of you, and you're going to have to see the good, the bad, and ugly of them, and you still have to choose to love them unconditionally, because I'm not getting a divorce. You can sleep in the other room if you want to, but we're not getting a divorce, and you're not going to be cheating on me. And in today's society, we ain't even going to get to talk about that. But that's just something that I was working on as well. So it's been a lot going on behind the scenes, and y'all could probably see like, okay, I can see why she didn't pick up the camera. But I really, really, really want to get back into it. I've been inspired, y'all. If y'all ever watch Life with Taranika, like I've seen her channel from before she was monetized to now, and she has like she just got to 2K subscribers, y'all. So please subscribe to her. But I've been watching her vlogs again, and I was watching her vlogs before, like, you know, throughout the year, last year too. And like she just really inspired me to just push the content out and just do it. I have a lot of people that inspire me, like Chloe Yasmin, she inspires me. Cameron Monet, she inspires me. Like most of my people, they in my link below on my description. But I just really just want to get back out there, and content creation on the rise. And if I would have been obedient and been doing this consistently like God has told me to do, I probably would have been up there in 2K in less than a year. I probably would have been at 2K. I could have been at 5K. I could have been at these large amounts. And if I just really stay consistent and just do my best, or try and don't defeat myself, like don't count myself out. And I love to do that. I love to count myself out. But yeah, that's really just what's been going on with me. I definitely have a lot of content ideas that I want to do. It's just doing it, you know. So I don't want everyone to just put out there like, oh, what kind of content do y'all want? Like, I want to know what kind of content y'all want me to do, but I don't want to limit myself. I just want to be led by the Lord, led by the Holy Spirit, to do my content and to be my best. So yeah, I don't know, y'all. I don't know if there's anything else for me to even say. I'm just happy to be in front of the camera again. I'm just happy to be trying again, and not be so overwhelmed just with like all the things that are happening in this season, and just allow God to lead people that text me. So I have become one of those girls that are so busy. If y'all remember watching my old vlogs, like, it's like I don't do anything. I don't have anything to do. Baby, I always got something to do. I'm always busy. And with my calendar is, like, you're going to have to go ahead and start booking me for August. Like, July is about to be full. August. You got to book me in August. Like, go ahead and tell me what you need August, okay? But yes, y'all, like, I am so glad. I'm so happy. I'm so glad to be back on the channel. I'm out here trying to push out content, whatever I can, trying to get this stuff done, okay? Because I know I have it in me. I know God has blessed me with this gift, and it can't stay away from me. It can't. When people have struggled with inconsistency, it's most likely because they're trying to run away from something that they can't run away from. So you might as well just be consistent. I'm consistently inconsistent, okay? Consistently inconsistent, but no, we're going to change that. I am consistent. I am a consistent vlogger. I'm a consistent content creator. I'm a consistent businesswoman. Amen. So I did want to go ahead and just share a couple of my goals for 2025, since I was not able to do my goals video, my 2024 recap and my 2025 goals, but we will go over a couple. So for entrepreneurship, I wanted to book at least 5 to 10 clients per month. That has not been happening. I want to launch my portfolio website, which I know that will happen this year for sure. I wanted to get a steady and stable income, which I have that right now. I'm going to build on my savings, which I have not been really doing, which we're going to work on that. We'll work on that. Let's see. And then for my spiritual goals, like, I wanted to build a deeper prayer life, which I've been working on that. A closer walk with God, and you know, discernment. Increase my leadership ministry skills. I think I've been doing really good with that so far. So yeah, those are like some of my goals. Let me see if I got some more, because I know that them ain't all my goals. Yeah, that was definitely not all my goals. These are the rest of them. Consistently secure consistent stream of income, which I did that. So since I was not able to do my 2024 recap and 2024 like goals recap, or my 2025 goals, I want to go ahead and we did the recap for 2024, but I do want to go over like some of my 2025 goals that I have. So I have them written down in this notebook. I have them in my phone, but I'm using my phone like I said. Anyway, so for entrepreneurship and business, I wanted to secure at least 5 to 10 clients per month, which I have not been able to do just because I'm so busy. So it's really hard for me to do that. I did want to launch a website for my portfolio this year, which I know I will be able to do that. I'm working on it now. I want to get monetized on YouTube by the end of the year. I'm not going to limit God, but I just want to know how that's going to happen. But I'm praying and believing that it will happen. Hallelujah. Okay. I want to secure a consistent income, which I have secured so I have secured an instant. I have secured a consistent form of income, a stream of income. So that's really good. I like that. Catch up on my credit cards, which I have, which my credit card debt, which I was kind of thinking if I'm going to start doing credit card debt or, pay off videos. I don't know. We'll see. I think it'll be a wonderful content, especially for this day and age. But do I want to be that vulnerable with y'all? I do not know. I want to lose 50 pounds. Baby, it's possible if your girl stays consistent, because I'm consistently inconsistent. But we're not going to speak that anymore. Get my wellness checkup update and update my blood work, which we still have time to do that. For my spiritual goals, I want to read scripture every day or do daily devotion every day, which I have kind of been keeping up with that. I do have times where I fall off, but for the most part, I have been pretty consistent. Start doing Wednesday fasting again, which I have our church fast every Wednesday from 6 to 6. So I've been participating in that most of the time. It's been, so far I really have been doing it, but for most of the time I do. I want to improve my physical health, and like my hygiene. So just making sure that I'm like, making sure my nails are trimmed, like, just doing more. Don't just do the bare minimum, just do a little bit extra, which I don't really have a problem with that, I don't think, but it's just not being lazy, like put lotion up your legs. Okay, lotion up your legs, put some lotion on. I've been putting lotion on every day. Okay, I love it. Okay. I put this as a personal goal. Start dating at least 3 dates in 2025. Engage 2025. Girl, I don't mark these off my list. I don't mark them off my list because I was just like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that anymore. No, I really did want to be engaged this year. But I just said, you know what? You don't know with God. So I'm trying my best not to limit him. But see a therapist regularly. I'm back in therapy. So yes, I have been seeing a therapist regularly. I haven't been journaling every day, or at least every other day. Have not been journaling at all. I don't know why I can't pick up that journal, but I can pick up a notebook and write those. But I cannot pick up my journal. I don't know what's going on. Relationship goals. So like I said, I want to go on at least 3 dates this year, engaged by 2025. That is just out. We're not going to worry about that. That's going to be thrown off. So we're going to, I said spend more time with my family, which I have. I've been trying to spend at least one Sunday of the month hanging out with them. I feel like that's what I am able to do. I will try my best. So, we got Father's Day, Mother's Day. I try to give those to my parents, and everything like that. But just trying to be intentional and just reaching out to family members. I've been trying to reach out to extended family. I haven't been doing that lately, but it's just been, I got so busy. So, yeah. Sticking to my dating boundaries, which I'm not dating right now, but I want to work on creating personal non-negotiables and dating non-negotiables. I have them, but I need to just kind of review them and redo them sometimes. My leadership goals, I just want to build a stronger relationship with my team. I want to train a new team leader, somebody that can kind of help me a little bit, and just have start to encourage the team more. I think that's what some of my leadership goals that I had. And yeah, I think that's kind of really all that I really had for the year. I have a lot more, of course, y'all, but I don't really sharing all my goals, because you don't want people to come and crash, take your stuff and just prey on, because this is a public platform. They prey on your downfall, and I don't want that. But those were just some of my 2025 goals, y'all. That is really all that I wanted to share in the video, just to come back and to just say hello and just put my face back out there again and just let y'all know where I've been, and just to let you know I'm still here, that I'm still on this journey. I still want to do this, and that I just appreciate y'all for sticking around and for hanging in there with me. and everything like that. And just to know that things are getting better on my side. Like, I'm okay. I'm still with some low moments, but like, it's been full force over here. Full force. Very busy. Very, 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 very busy woman over here. But yeah, so those were just some of my goals. These are some of my recap of 2024. This is just what's been going on, and I just hope to keep up with this. But yes, y'all, I really enjoy making this video, and I hope that you enjoy watching it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll know every time I upload a new video. And I just want to say thank you again for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.